happy. But hey, great. Okay. Freddy Kemayo, Ismael Londt. This is going to be a mighty, mighty clash. So, our last super fight, and it's a SuperKombat heavyweight title.
The first fighter comes from France, 30 years old, 1.89 tall, 105 kilograms, living in Paris. His nickname is the Crazy Horse. In the blue corner, Freddy Kemayo.
So Kemayo from France fights out of the Falcon gym, and this is a tough campaigner. Checkered fight record, 7 straight wins in 2011, beat Sebastian Chibanu, beat Coco Rus, beat Orhan Karioglu, beat Mladen Kunjic, Juxo Aydin, but lost against Vitaly Akramenko and Igor Yurkovic just at the end of last year and the beginning of this year. This is a real clash because Kemayo, talented fighter, very tough, had some real tough brawls in his time. His first success came in K1 in 2005, and that was at the K1 in Italy. He defeated Lorenzo Borgomeo, and Ionut Ifdimeu reached the tournament finals, but he was stopped by Alexander Ustinov. Went on 2010, fought the K1 World Grand Prix in Bucharest, beat the third tournament favourite, Sergei Lashenko, but he lost in the semi-finals to Alexei Ignashov.
102 kilograms. His nickname is very suggestive, Mr. Pain. In the red corner, Ismael Londt.
Well, Ismael Londt, this is a real tough fighter. 12 wins on the trot before he took, well, my bad, 13 wins on the trot until he took a loss against Sergei Lashenko, and he lost out last year in the SuperCombat World Grand Prix final. That was by KO. He actually knocked Lashenko down. Lashenko came back and took Londt out. It was amazing, but 13 straight wins. Beaten Todorov, Asmir Burgic, Rogava Sotny, who we saw earlier, Sergei Lashenko he'd already beaten, Alex Rossi, Roger Pinas, Vladimir Toktasinov, Thomas Hron, Sebastian Chibanu, Mladen Brestovic, Raymond Velboren and Murad Bujidi. He's wiped all before him at this European level. He's a great character, Ismael Londt, talented fighter, tough opponent, and he's a crowd pleaser here. Tough fighter. But capable of doing a lot of damage. I've enjoyed Freddy Kemayo over the years, but there was a period where he took some big KO defeats. But Kemayo been round the block. Had some good fights in the European K1 circuit.
It's an old title match. We have to listen the anthems.
So this is for the SuperCombat World Heavyweight title. So the Marseillaise Everyone in attendance here standing up. For France, Freddy Kemayo. Kemayo, 3 times French kickboxing champion. Trained by Richard Arude. 80 fights, 60 wins, 43 KOs. It's a very, very respectable fight record. 6'2" and 220 pounds.
And now the next anthem, please.
So Ismael Londt, originally from Suriname, but if I'm honest with you, I don't know whether this is the Dutch or the Surinamese national anthem, but I would venture that it is the Surinamese national anthem. Suriname, original home to a lot of Dutch fighters. Mr. Perfect himself, of course, Ernesto Hoost, Remy Bonyaski, to name but 2 notable Surinamese fighters that have won the K1 crown. 3 times on the trot, no less. So there is the promoter himself, Mr. Edward Irimea. As I said, he's a crowd pleaser. Ismael Londt doing his pre-fight prep. This is going to be explosive. And I have to say, I'm not in a position to call it. Kemayo is tough. He's experienced. He's fast. Londt is an absolute monster. Possesses a huge, huge KO. What will he do here tonight?
Coach.
So scheduled for 3 rounds. We do have the possibility of an extra super fight here tonight, which was the reserve bout but moved to super fight status here. Redouan Cairo and Kolyo Ivanov. But we are coming live. And if this goes the distance, which I don't know if it's going to, Ismael Londt has come to do business. So from the get-go, Londt pressurising Kemayo. Oh, the knee strike, and that connected. Londt is a big unit, but Kemayo has got a pain threshold that is off the scale. So, a calming down, a steadying of pace. Kemayo, from where I am, doesn't look to have an answer for Londt as of yet. And Londt just has that stalking style. Good right hand over the top, and then he unloads. Londt has the height advantage. 6'4" and 243 pounds. So 17.5 stone plays 16 stone. So again, Kemayo got his work cut out. He always seems to draw big fighters. I mean, I remember at the K1 in Paris, he fought Bjorn Breguet, and that was an absolutely heroic battle. What can Londt do here tonight? He's putting the power behind the punches, a lot of heat. As I say, Londt notably stopped by Sergei Lashenko in this tournament last year. Now this is the problem. Londt is not used to going the distance full tilt. Kemayo, by the same token, has gone to the extra round in a lot of his outings. A lot of KOs in recent fights. So in his last, or in 7 of his last wins, they've been KOs. And they've been round 1 and round 2. So is he used to going the distance? Is he used to going to an extra round, which this could well do? And this is the only fight actually that's got an extra round tagged for it. Kemayo can't afford a mistake like that. So it's hard to see what the strategy is. Londt has got a great uppercut. It's not enough to hurt Kemayo. You've got to do an awful lot. Kemayo's taken an awful lot of heat from Londt. Londt in the interim is leaving himself open. A lot of power from Londt. Power equals juice usage.
Stay here.
Now, was that below the belt, or does Londt just want time to recharge?
Okay. Fight.
So Kemayo dropping a low strike in. Londt just absolutely raining powerful blows on Kemayo. Kemayo's got to get very lucky here. He's got to land a shot on the sweet spot. He's not working the low kick. He's relying on punches. Londt using the low kick, using the knee strike, and those heavy hands. Well, spinning back kick, a bit of creativity. You've got to mean it. The high kick from Londt. Kemayo can wear so much. got to hand it to Londt. He's really brought some big guns here to play. Less than half a minute. And the uppercut of Londt is finding the target. But Kemayo now starting to rev up. Has this been a rope-a-dope? The amount of shots this man can take and carry on as normal is just beyond me. He's really, really, in a lot of his bouts, taken huge punishment. So in the replay, just a chance to look at the exchanges here. Kemayo, nothing meaningful and not a lot of lost opportunities. It's just been very, very tough and very tight. Londt, the aggressor, Londt has landed more powerful, clean shots. But Londt could be tired going into this third round. What has Kemayo got? Third and final in this heavyweight title, the SuperCombat belt. Well, Kemayo bringing it on. The axe kick sails over Londt's head. Is Londt tired? Can Kemayo take advantage of this? Londt very sloppy about his work. Kemayo now, the aggressor. And Kemayo searching, Kemayo wanting it. Freddy Kemayo in the blue gloves, Ismael Londt in the red. Londt from Suriname, fighting out of the Netherlands. Freddy Kemayo from France. This is the third and final round in the heavyweight title for the SuperCombat heavyweight belt. And look at Kemayo now. Kemayo going to work in this third round and starting to pressurize Ismael Londt. Kemayo knows he's on a time scale. He knows that Londt's tired. And Kemayo has turned this around now. Sheer grit, sheer determination. This is a dangerous time for Londt. And Londt knows he's hit him with some of his biggest and best shots. And Kemayo's still there. The man is granite. Oh, missed opportunity from Kemayo. Londt's dropped his guard. That right hand from Kemayo has got to start working here. Look at him pile the pressure. Londt in all kinds of trouble. No punches being returned. This is a real slugfest. Kemayo brings it back. And not a moment too soon for Ismael Londt. Well, I've got to say, this, if it does go an extra round, is going to go straight to Kemayo. That was an absolutely brutal round for Ismael Londt. but I think he's done enough work in the first two. Let's see how the judges score. Really didn't know how to call this. Freddy Kemayo, eh? Gallic Gladiator, look at him, just pile on the pressure. Fair play to Londt. Fights his way out. It's going to be close. Well, the crowd making their position felt. So do we have a decision?
There is no extra round for the title. Just a moment, please. Just wait for the decision.
Well, confusion has reigned because I thought that the title fight...
The Belgian judge says 29-28 Londt. The Bulgarian judge says 29-28 Kemayo. And the Romanian judge says 30-29. The red corner, Ismael Londt.
Londt's done it. Very close indeed. So, after a grueling 3 rounds, Londt managed to hang on. He did enough work in the opening 2 rounds, it has to be said. So I think a 2-1 decision. But absolutely demolished Freddy Kemayo emotionally after that. But he left it too late. So we're going to have an interview, but we're going to have the photo opportunity first. So we're going to have a quick word with Ismael. He'll be overjoyed at that.
I'm with Mr. Payne, who is the new champion with a beautiful belt. How do you feel after this? It was very tight, huh?
I feel tired because I was sick 1 week before the fight, last week. But that's no excuse. Freddy was a very hard fighter. I hit him very hard with some punches. He just swallowed them.
Difficult in the third one.
Yes. Yeah, it's difficult the first round, third round. I knew where had to come, but my legs were stuck. So I have to train a little bit harder.
Congratulations, see you for the next. Now you have a belt.
Thank you.
Oos.
Welcome, Oos.
So we're going to go for a last commercial break, and we're going to bring you an extra bout. Don't go away.